Well, I thought it was high frets, and I went after them, and I did do a couple on the fretboard again. But then I'm thinking, why is there still a small gap at the front end of this neck when it's screwed down? And it turns out that besides frets, which may or may not have been enough of a problem, between the upside and the downside in the pocket is a gap still. I'm gonna just take that off of there as well. There's a little bit of paint left on the bottom of the heel at the back. I am having trouble with my treble strings buzzing out, and they shouldn't be. And that's looking pretty flat now. I've had to go after this bottom side again. A little bit of paint there. There's some paint also right at the very base of the pocket in here. I don't know if it's making any difference whatsoever. It should not have. Stranger things have happened. Now that I have disturbed this down here, just going to see if I can get it to come out. And even further, yes, let's just round off that little corner at the back end there. In my on and off, up and down, I broke another high E string. I also noticed, I was going to tell you that the neck is narrower than the pocket. The heel area is narrower than the pocket, so I don't know if it's the heel or the pocket. And while I've got this off again, I might as well measure it. Ooh. 2.2. That's pretty close. I don't know if 2 3/16 is 2.2 or not. But anyway, it sits a little bit loose in the pocket, as we were talking about, and I noticed that when the screws got tightened down, it wasn't sitting exactly covering the gap here. So I was able to actually get this card in here like that when it tightens down naturally. So I loosened them, I pulled it this way a little bit. That keeps the bottom strings up a little bit more near the bottom where you'd be tendency to pull them off. I was able to get it there, but yeah, there's definitely a gap. And because the other side is open, well, now it shows a little bit of the basewood behind the pocket. So depending on how you put it in the pocket, it'll show that or not show that. So let's turn her back over. Let's see what we can do. Again, I am having so much trouble with this thing. It should have been a lot easier, because I know my fret job was not complete on the first run, because I thought, oh, there's only a couple and they're not that bad. Just let me touch them up. Well, I had to do it again. Yep, that neck wobbles in the pocket like that. Here we go again. Well, I got it to sit flusher on the front end with that sanding. It's still tighter on this corner than that corner at the front end though. The sanding on this side did help a little bit, but it seems just here, because it's got a little bit of a gap there, a little bit of a gap there. This could be partially because of the shim. Most likely it is, but the front end should be tight because I tightened those first, but it's obviously not flat with the heel. And after all is said and done, I am perplexed because even though I broke the high E string, that B is still doing it. You got it. The neck is off again. Whew, this is starting to give me nightmares of the TE-20 debacle, not debacle, that's Tabasco. So after the last round, oh, it looks like my E and my B and G strings have a kink in the middle. How the hell would I have gotten that there? I don't know. Anyway, looks like that brand new set of D'Addarios are going to be sacrificial in this instance. So I was looking at, the way the neck was sitting in this pocket again, and it turns out that this, outside lower corner was still tighter than the outside upper corner. And I was thinking, that looks like about a 0.24 millimeter, like I had to put in the back of the neck down there. So I took another piece of 0.24 millimeter, opened up the upper screw, just stuck it in there, clamped it down, and the freaking buzzing I'm getting at 9 and 10 stopped, even with putting my action and the truss rod back to where it was. So I think I'm on the right track now, hopefully, but I don't know. I just don't know. This is so frustrating. This is so frustrating. I shouldn't have had to work this hard. This is reminding me of the whole TE-20 debacle. But that corner still remains to be a little high. Okay, I am making headway. I think. All right, how does it look like? Making headway, headway making. My motto is slow and steady. You can always take more off, you can't put it back. What does that look like before I do the other two? Okay, that's closed up quite a bit now. Yeah, stroke him out. There we go. Now I thought about leaving the 0.24 millimeter shim in up underneath this side, on the base side, Okay, that's looking pretty good right across there. For even Steven, if I can kind of get that on camera. I can't. I don't think I can. Oh, there it is. That's pretty even Steven across there now. See? Now it's there. The 12th. Okay. Let's try that little thing again. Let me open up this one. Stick that 0.24 back up underneath there. What does it do? It takes away the buzzing. So I can't seem to get that neck pocket leveled out enough without having to lift the base side by 0.2 millimeters along the upper side. Oh, this is so frustrating, guys. Super frustrating. Sometimes I need to take a break and walk away before I come back and rethink the situation, and I think this right here is the moment for one of those times.